Hey, it's Luigi, and today I'm going to be taking you on the behind-the-scenes tour of how StacheBros makes a plush video from start to finish. Let's check this out. This is where the magic happens. Whew, just look at that microphone. So elegant. Did you know StacheBros does voice recording before he even begins filming? That's right. This is the first step of StacheBros' video making process. It's all done on a program called GarageBand. But before StacheBros can even begin recording his voice, there's something else that needs to happen first. We need a script! Ah, and there it is. The script we'll be recording today, written in Celtics, a screenwriting program that allows you to write in proper screenwriting format. Ooh, and there's my name, and Mario's, and all our favorite characters. Let's take a look at recording, shall we? Sorry, I'm just used to rejection. It makes me jump to conclusions sometimes. It's nice to feel included, So, what should I wear to this special shindig?
Oh, you're not invited.
What? 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 What?
Now move aside. There's no time to waste. I have to print hundreds of these things. So what's the plan?
We go in there and wait. This was your plan.
No, it wasn't. I wanted to stay at home. No, it wasn't. I wanted to stay home and laugh at people's obituaries. This one guy got pelted to death with crumpled up pieces of paper.
So now that all the voices have been recorded, it's time to edit them to create the final audio track for the video.
If my calculations are correct, we should be directly under the castle. Why didn't we just be directly under the castle?
Since multiple renditions of the same line were given, StacheBros deletes all the bad takes first.
Oh, come on. You can use it for... Oh, okay, no, you're right. This is the only time. Carry on. Oh, come on. You can use it for... No, you're right. This is the only time. Carry on.
Next, each character's dialogue is separated into its own designated track. This is done so StacheBros can add voice effects to certain characters. Take a look at Yoshi, for instance.
They could have sent Evites! They could have sent Evites! They could have sent Evites! They could have sent Evites!
Once the audio clips are roughly in place, StacheBros starts to finally adjust things by adding fades to the start and end of each clip. He also spaces out things so the pacing seems more natural. And once that's all said and done, we finally have a finished audio track. Now it's time to step into production with filming. But this set seems a little dark. We're gonna have to fix that. Ah, lighting really makes the difference. We've got our key light, which acts as the main source of light in the scene, the backlight, which helps separate the subject, or me, from the background, and then the fill light, which basically just fills in the remaining shadows these two lights missed. Now that the set is all set up, we can actually begin filming. This is the Canon XA10, the camera StacheBros films on. Oh boy, this is so exciting. The camera's in place, we've got the lights, but there's one more thing we need to think about. Remember that voice recording? Well, it's time to make an audio loop. A loop is created for all the lines given in a single shot. Then, StacheBros syncs up his plush movement to these voices. Check it out!
Hey, Luigi. The princess wants invitations printed for that royal shindig.
Why am I never invited to these things?
I literally just told you I need the printer to invite people. Come on. Exposition, man.
Sorry.
Hey, Luigi. The princess wants invitations printed for that royal shindig.
Why am I never invited to these things?
I literally just told you I need the printer to invite people. Come on. Exposition, man.
Sorry, I'm just used to rejection. It makes me jump to conclusions sometimes. It's nice to feel included. So what should I wear to this special shindig?
Oh, you're not invited.
What?
Now move aside. There's no time to waste. I have to print hundreds of these things.
What? Did she invite the whole kingdom?
Yeah, pretty much.
Except me?
You got it.
I am very reluctant to let you use my oversized printer.
Where did you get this thing anyway?
Where do we use my oversized printer?
Where did you get this thing anyway?
Where do we use my oversized printer?
Where did you get this thing anyway?
Where do we get anything, bro? There's giant stuff all around us.
Shh! You're not supposed to print it out!
Okay, it looks like you're all set. Wanna hit that print button, baby girl?
Not put it out!
Okay.
Now that everything's filmed, it's time to edit. StacheBros uses a non-linear editing application known as Avid Media Composer, which is a high-end software that actually is used in Hollywood. After all the footage is loaded into the program, StacheBros first syncs the audio track with the audio loops used in each video clip.
I'm just used to rejection. It makes me jump to conclusions sometimes.
When that's done, some of the frames are tinkered with, where the tail end of one clip and the head of the next are trimmed until the cut, or edit, appears seamless. Once the basic edit is completed, the special effects are added. In the case of this video, the news broadcast has a handful of effects. First, we have the picture overlays of the word live and the MK News logo. Both of these were made in Photoshop and then imported into Avid later. To get them in place on frame, a plugin is added that resizes the media. Probably the biggest effect in the video is the glass of water falling. If this is a surprise to you, then check out the original source clip before it was edited. Pretty different, huh? This is what's called a mask effect. Basically, it erases part of the frame, revealing video clips below. A lot of effects are created by layering clips in this manner. In this case, there's a clip below the masking layer where the glass of water is missing. When the mask is added, it reveals the bottom layer, effectively erasing the hand in the original shot. This effect is used in almost every StacheBros video. Most of the time, it's used in situations like this, where it's difficult to control more than one plush at a time. When these layers are toggled on and off, you'll realize that my bro and I were actually shot in 2 separate takes. After the special effects are all added in, it's time for color correction. Up until now, you've actually been looking at footage that's already been color corrected, so let me show you what a clip looks like when we view it in its original, raw color. Notice it's sort of bland and desaturated? We don't want that. StacheBros videos usually use vibrant colors, so we mess around with the saturation and lighting to get it to look nice. Even when a film is properly lighted, as demonstrated earlier in this behind-the-scenes exclusive, color correction is still needed. In the case of this shot, which Super Mario Movie Maker so wonderfully animated, you can see how color helps establish that we're in a post-apocalyptic world. Compare it to the opening shot, and you can really see how color makes the difference. Moving on, the final thing that's added in an edit is the addition of sound design and music. Initially, only dialogue was recorded, but now sound effects are added in. And we can't forget the ever-important addition of music. Music so easily establishes the tone of a scene, so it's crucial to find the right sound. Most of the music in a StacheBros video is either an original arrangement or an original composition. For example, in this scene, StacheBros decided to make an original arrangement of the boss theme from Paper Jam. Take a listen. Once the edit's done, the video can be rendered and uploaded. Just take a look at all the work on a single editing timeline. And that's it, really. It's a pretty long process, and a whole bunch of stuff was kinda glossed over, but hopefully this gives you a general idea of the production process of a single StacheBros video. Anyway, this has been Behind the Stache. Thanks for watching! Hey guys, you have seen the Paper Jam video, right? You kinda just watched a whole behind-the-scenes look on it, so it'd be weird if you didn't, but I'll just leave it here on the left. But if you've seen that, I suggest checking out the middle one. It's another Behind the Stache. It's a behind-the-scenes look at the voice recording for the short Bottled Up Bowser. So if you like the whole voice recording part of this video, the one you just saw, the Bottled Up Bowser one kind of expands on that, and you get to see StacheBros voice all the different characters, and it's kind of a blooper reel too, so it's pretty funny. Comment below if you enjoyed this. Maybe I'll make more of these, or if you want something else, like another behind the scenes look of something specific, then let me know and maybe I'll get on that. Bye. So get this. This actually happened. This wasn't like a pre-planned thing or anything. I booted up the computer and I got a legit Paper Jam. Like, what even? I guess I'll use this message for the video to make it more convincing. I was just gonna make like a graphic or something that said Paper Jam, but wow! How convenient, right? Oh, unless the printer's unusable. Oh boy.